Hello friends, hope you are doing great, and in this video we are going to explore about exception handler. So you have seen about how to capture exceptions in an AMDP procedure. So we have a class called CX AMDP error as a generic exception class. So with the help of that, if any exception happen in the procedure level, we used to capture this, and with the help of a method we try to read what happened inside the AMDP procedure. So mostly this can be useful if the table field name is it's not correct, probably the dynamic way of setting the information to the procedure may be wrong. So those kind of exceptions are used to capture with the help of this generic exception class. So today we are going to see about exception handler inside the procedure. So this one we normally catch the exception outside of the procedure, but here the handler is inside the procedure. Whatever is happening, we are trying to handle inside the procedure itself, and we have an option to avoid a short dump and receive the information back to the program which they used to call the AMDP procedures. Okay, and this exception handler has a classification. So the first classification is exit. So there is an exit handler. Okay, so let's see how to capture the exception whatever is happening inside the procedure. The first we are going to say about exit handler. So okay, before there's a point, yeah, to process the exception which is happening in the AMDP procedure. So inside the procedure itself, we are going to capture the exception. So there is a syntax for the exit handler as declare exit handler for what is the reason. Okay, so SQL exception is a generic keyword or content we are using over here, or if you want a very specific ones like example divide by zero or invalid format, yes, you do have a specific informations for each exception. Also I will show you the error code as well as it belongs to which error. Okay, suppose you are not familiar with the error code or starting off your practicing, you can go with a generic option called SQL exception, and I'm sending an information once it is once the exception is happened. These are the statements after your declare exit handler. You have a statements over here in the procedure. Any of the statement is raising an exception, automatically control back to here and just capture the exception. So inside this is an optional message. If you need, you have to capture this or send the information back to your program, then you have to use an export parameter. Just message whatever is required. This is a custom message. So select exception handler into a import parameter, or another way, the simplest way is the variable export variable equal to a custom message. Whatever you want, you can do what. Okay, so this is a way to declare an exit handler, and if you want to pass a message, just do what in this way. Then there is a proper format of declaring exit handler as there is a begin and end block. So declare exit handler, and for any specific reason or generic information, and begin and end what to be happen inside your exit handler. Okay, so there is a begin and end block based on the version. Some version this is optional, some you have to enter it as a mandatory part, begin and end. So here I need a standard message. I don't want any custom message. I should know what happened actually. Then what you can do is you have a one more variable called SQL error message. Okay, it's a standard message which triggers with the help of this variable, and make sure you are including a colon operator, chain operator or colon operator along with the variable called SQL error message. Okay, so I select SQL error message into again export parameter. So this will send exactly what happened in standard message, not a custom standard message, back to your export parameter. The next one is these are the standard message as or message as available along with the error code. Okay, so this one you might know as here it is. Divide by 0 and the error code is 304. So every message has its own error code. Okay. So here this actually, okay, I'll show you a little later. And suppose I want to know what is the error code also. Okay, if that is the case, you have to use another standard keyword called or variable called SQL error code along with the two train operator, two colons. And here I just used concatenation because I don't want to send two separate export variable. That's the reason I used concatenate option over here. So here what happens is it just take the message as well as the relevant error code back to your export parameter. So this is another way. You want message as well as error code, yes, you can be able to use it. And this error codes are available in a view called M error codes, M underscore error underscore code. It's a view, standard view. So go to SE16, and if you have a view based on your version, yes, you're able to see everything. Otherwise, go to saphelp.com. You're able to see all the error codes as well as the exact name of the error as well as the description of the error. Okay. And then so this is a specific one, and I'm going to use the one of the thing called a continue handler. The previous one is the exit handler, now is a continue handler. So continue handler is nothing but it will allow you to execute the next statement after the exception is raised. So but exit handler is not like that. So exit handler is just if you any exception happen, it comes to the declare exit handler statement and it is come out of the entire method, I mean the entire procedure, right? Entire procedure method. But continue as if the exception is happened here, it comes here and capture the exceptions and just write whatever inside the block. It just executed and automatically it goes and execute the next executable statements. So it depends on your business need. If sometimes you have to run your program with even after exception happens. So I have 1,000 records. Some exception is happening because of the invalid data. I don't want to stop the rest of the records also. If that is a scenario, you have to use continue handler for that. Okay. And syntax is same. Instead of exit, I'm going to use continue over here. So another one is condition with signal. So this is a condition handler. So we have exit handler, we have continue handler. The next one is a condition handler. Simply we call it as custom handler. Okay, so you can create and you can raise your own custom handler. So here what happens is you have to declare it, you have to create it first. So this is my name, my condition. So declare any name and condition. This is a way you have to declare your condition handler. And after that, to rise it, so like instead of SQL error code, SQL exception, I'm going to use my own exit handler. So declaration is same, only thing is you have to use your own condition handler here. So declare exit handler for whatever name you have given, and these are the same information we are following. Now this is a custom exit handler, so it needs to be raised. So the previous ones are standard. Any scenarios comes if divided by 0, automatically it triggers. So here the triggering is also a custom one. So trigger a condition handler, you have to use a keyword called signal. So signal is the keyword which triggers your condition handler. So signal and your name of your condition handler. So triggering it. Once it triggers based on some condition, automatically controls goes here and capture it and send the error message back to your program. And along with that, so this is a, again, if it is a custom, everything is a custom. So if you want to pass a message, what happened actually, then you have to set a message text along with your triggering option. Okay, then what happens, this message is going to be captured through a variable called SQL error message, and again it back to your export parameter. Okay, so this is the one where this is a what do you call a custom exit handler. You can create it, you can rise it based on the condition, and you can able to capture this also. So another one is you can have what do you call your own error code also for your condition handler. So standard they have their own error code. Suppose if you want an error code for your condition handler, yes, you can able to make it, but there is a range. So one like 10,000 to 19,999 is the range where you can able to pick any of the number for your condition handler. Okay, so if you try to use apart from this range, you will get a syntax error. For example, 304 is already assigned by SAP. So if you use the same thing for a custom condition handler, then you'll get an error message. And rest all same. Here I used, this is actually optional. The error code is optional. So if really required, you can make use of it. And yeah, custom code range. This is a custom code range. And the another one is like condition for a standard error code. It's for easy or readability, I can say, is easy to understand. So if you say SQL error code 304, the next developer is very difficult. It's not very difficult. So he has to go and find out what is exactly 304 means, either through views or help, or if there is any inline command in the program. Another way is, instead of all these things, I'm going to make my custom condition handler, and I'm going to use as an alias. So instead of SQL error code 304, I'm going to use a custom handler called divide by 0. Okay, so now this is going to be the representative of SQL error code 304. So then you can able to make use of that. This is for easy understanding, nothing much. So remaining everything is same. Yeah, that's it. And we have one more option called re-signal. We have a signal keyword, we have a re-signal keyword. So I'm not having full clarity on it, but I will show you how it is working. So probably we can explore more about re-signal as well. Okay, and means what is the need, what is the purpose of re-signal. Let's get into the system. So before system, and this is a place where you can see all your error codes, SAP error code, and this is a standard view. If it is available in your system, you can just check it out in AC16. Otherwise, in SAP help.com, you're able to see all type of error codes here, list of error codes. Okay, and you might noticed or you might remember it's 216 or 240. Yeah, this one you might remember we had one example, especially in the select options. We are sending an invalid column name, then it just returned back the error saying invalid column along with the code 260. So probably you might go back if you have that program, just run it. You might get this error code as a return. Okay, and today the division of 0, it's 304. Here it is a single row exception we do have, so that also it's coming 305. So these are the standard error codes which currently available, and just make use of it whichever is used for your business need. So now let's go to the system. So I have the system, this is my Eclipse, and I just created a program, sorry, not a program, class, and I'm going to convert this as AMDP procedure by including the relevant interfaces, and then just add a method. Then inside we'll just add one by one code and try to execute from a program and see how it behaves. Okay. So for the time consuming, I have a set of code that's already available. So I'm going to just copy and paste it here. So and then also once it is end, I will have the code also in my drive. So if it is required, just make use of it for your testing or for your practice. Okay. So the first, obviously, we need an interface. So this is interface AMDP marker HANA database. Okay, and I need one method, so I just go with the static. So class methods, and it has okay, let's find get data, and it has an exporting parameter, and that is nothing but ex error. Either you can use a same existing data element, or you can create your own. So types, this is type error, type character, length 150. Okay, oh, sorry, it's not character, it's C and 150. Okay, so here I can say type ty error. Okay, so now it needs to be implemented. So let's remove this for easy visibility. Public, and just close this also. Yeah. So to the implementation, get data by database, and this is for a procedure and SQL script. Option is read only. So I'm not using any table so far, so I'm going not here declare over there in method. So the first option is first exit handler is exit handler. Okay. So here I declared one variable integer, and this is a statement expecting this is going to rise an exception. So once it is raised, automatically the control go back to the declaration part where the exit handler is declared. Okay. So here declare exit handler for SQL exceptions. Okay. And this is just I'm passing a custom value to my export variable. This is going to be captured, or this is the message is going to be received from a program where this procedure is getting called. So let's save it, act toward it, and let me open the program. So this is the program that calls the class and then method. So the method has one export parameter that is receiving a local variable, and I'm just displaying it. So in my code, I have a custom exception called exception triggered. So if I call this one from my program, then execute, so it shows exception triggered. So whatever is coming from here, it automatically captured. Okay. Suppose if you want to see what is the actual exception, so what you can do was you can just change this with a standard variable or a field name SQL. Error message. I just forgot. Error message. Okay. Add to it. Now go to your program and execute. So it shows division by 0, undefined, cannot be divided by 0. So this is the actual standard message. Okay. The next one is go to the Eclipse. So here I'm trying to add the error code also. Okay, so here it shows error message saying incorrect syntax near declare exit handler. For the reason behind is the entire procedure you can have only one exit handler. So you have to, maybe I can keep the declaration commented. So now it's good. Okay, so that is one point. So here I'm just adding error message as is the error code, and this combined with use of the function concatenate to my export parameter. Let's see what is the error code of this message and try to act toward it. It's active. Now go to the program, go back and execute. So now you'll get this number also. 304 is a number and the message is same. Okay. So another option is so exception with error code. So if you know exactly what exception it is, okay, if you want to capture that exception might occur based on your code, then you have to use the exact exception name as is the code. So again, I need to comment this. Okay. So now the output is same. It will give the actual message and the error code. Anyway, it's there, but it's send the same information back to your program. Okay. So there is no change in the output. So back toward it. The next one is, okay, before that, let me show you, excuse me, by keeping the breakpoint. So how it's actually executed. Okay. So keeping a breakpoint, toggle breakpoint, go back and execute. Excuse me. Switch. So now the cursor is in 27 and I'm going to press F6. Control comes to the next executable statement. This is exit handler. Whenever it happens, then only control get inside the begin block of your exit handler, and F6 The control again back to line number 27 and execute control comes here. So you can see what is the error message and what is the error code. Okay, and 1 minute. So here, yeah, division by 0 undefined, and if you see error code is 304. Okay, and control ends after the block, it just go end of the method. Even if you have any executable statement, it won't execute because currently we are in exit handler. Okay, so full execution and go here. Yes, it's executed. So the next one is continue exit handler. Let me 1 minute come on this. Okay, so here continue is along with a common exception, and here you have a variable as well as like not a variable, it's a statement. Obviously the exception is going to happen here, and control go back to your exit handler and not exit handler, it go to the handler. Currently it's a continue handler, it executes, and again control come back to the line number 44, another executable statement, and it executes that also. So that is the use of continue handler. So let me change the perspective and activate it. Yes. Let's see the output. So the output is success. Okay. Actually, the error message got override with the help of the other executable statement. And if you see by keeping the breakpoint, just double click, toggle breakpoint, execute, switch. Okay, F6. First 42, line number 42, an exception happened. It goes here and execute whatever information. And if you see EX error information as it captured the error message as well as the error code. And if you press F6, it goes to line number 44, not end of your method. So this is because of continue handler. Okay. So now if you see the output, it shows success. Okay, so this is the use of continue handler. So the next we are going to see about condition handler. Excuse me. Okay, so here I have my own condition handler, just a name, whatever name you want is a user defined, and I just pass a custom handler, just a pass custom message using this. Okay, and there is a condition. If the variable is less than 100, and I'm going to trigger my condition handler with the help of the keyword called signal. So signal is the keyword which triggers your own condition handler, and it automatically goes here and pass a message to your export parameter also. So here one additional statement is we are triggering custom condition handler. This is so we are triggering with the help of signal keyword. So rest of the rest of the statements are same. So let's activate it. So custom handler, right? So go back and execute. Oh, so it's a line break one, I believe, because it's automatically just keep in the number 47. Then F6. Okay, it goes here. So condition satisfied. So I'm triggering my condition handler. So it comes here and executes as it is, and it go to the end of your method because currently I'm using this in exit handler. Okay, then full execution. Go to the program custom handler. Got it. So the next option is condition handler with message text. So I want to pass a message, maybe dynamic, it depends on your custom need, and you can pass a message text using set message -_ text is a standard variable, and you can pass a message whatever you want. And this actually captured through SQL error message. So it is not actually required, but these are the options you have. So simply if you want to pass a message to export parameter, just pass a custom message or a text symbols or a dynamic messages also, but these are the options which we have. Okay, and add to order. So do we have breakpoint? Yes, let me take it out because you know how this works. Okay, so error message is text. Oops, sorry, execute, and this is text. Okay, so the next I'm going to use SQL error code. So if you use 304 or something like that, okay, so you'll get a message, error message saying this is already used, or you have to use only the range between like 10,000 to 19,999. So just change this. Okay, and let's see whether it is capturing the error code. SQL error code. Okay, so message is text and code is 10,010. Add to it and execute it. So text and 10,010 as the output. So this is also one of the way where you can use your condition handler with the help of SQL error code. So now we're going to learn about resignal. So resignal is the one which re-triggers the exception. Okay, the first exception is triggered on line number 64 by signal keyword. Then there is an exit handler, so it handles. And resignal is going to be used only in the exit handler, and that needs to be re-triggered your exception. So the second exception is not handled in your procedure, so automatically it goes to dump. Okay, so I'm not sure about the business scenario on this part, so let's see. So here I'm going to introduce resignal. So now what will happen is it will get a dump, but not because of resignal. It shows it needs to be in the exit handler. System is not recognized if we are not using a begin and end block. So these statements are belongs to the handler part. Okay, so without begin and end, I'm trying to execute. So what will happen is it will get a different dump. C38 and execute it. So the dump here is, it shows resignal can only be used in an exit handler. So we thought yes, we used inside the exit handler. Actually no, because the block is missing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce the block. So here the block is mandatory. Okay, and act toward it. So now go here, SC38 and execute. So this sign also dump, but this is because of resignal. Okay, so here it mentions very clearly, and there is a text. There is a text from the signal. The first exception, yeah, first exception. So that is not override with this text. That's the reason it's take the recent one. So it just execute the dump, and the dump shows the error code also. This is the error code, right? The custom error code, and one more area also it shows very clearly what is the error code we have used. Okay, so now what I'm going to do was, so this is one of the purpose, I can say, resignal, re-trigger the exception. So then now you can change the text. So as per SAP documentation, it's going to be add additional information about your exception. So here what I'm going to do is, okay, let me have a coordinate option error along with some variables, suppose of values to be populated in your error message. So you can do that. Okay. So this will override the any existing messages. So if you want along with that message, then you have to concatenate your SQL error message field also and add toward it. So expecting another dump because this is the second time the exception is triggered with the help of resignal keyword, and the message shows error 20. What is the recent value of the variable? It displays here, and this is the error code. Okay, so this is the usage, or I can say this is the way the resignal works, and depends on your need. Again, still I'm not having much idea about why we need a resignal. So if you want to trigger the exception one more time, what is the need? Because it already happened. So once the exit handler has happened, it stopped the entire method. And the resignal is to be in the exit handler, inside the exit handler also. So let me explore more, and if you have any information about resignal, please share it with me as well. So this is about the exit handler, how we can able to make it an AMDP procedure. Just play around, and if you have any doubt, please let me know. And thank you so much for your time. See you in the next video. Bye.